The Dallas Mavericks have secured the top pick in the 2025 NBA Draft and are expected to select Cooper Flagg. If you're new here, subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos would be a huge help as I'm just starting out. It helps me reach more people and ensures you don't miss any new uploads. Please comment where you are, so I know where my content reaches. Thanks so much for your support. Colin Murray Boyles, 2025 NBA Draft Profile. Colin Murray Boyles, 6 feet 6.5, 239 pounds, 7 feet 0 3/4, wingspan, 8 feet 10 inches standing reach. TS percent 64.0, a sophomore, is one of the more polarizing prospects in the 2025 NBA Draft. Opinions among front offices vary widely. Some view him as a high-level role player due to his defensive versatility and consistent production, while others express concern that his tweener size and lack of a reliable perimeter shot could limit his ceiling at the next level. His draft range currently projects from the late lottery, potentially as high as number 10, Houston Rockets, a team known for moving picks, into the mid-teens. The Oklahoma City Thunder, with their deep roster, surplus of future assets, and strategic draft flexibility, are a logical fit. Murray Boyles' defensive motor, toughness, and basketball IQ align closely with Oklahoma City's established scouting profile, making him a strong candidate for their selection. On the court, Murray Boyles is a highly instinctive and disruptive defender who can guard multiple positions, use his quick hands to generate steals, and battle on the glass with intensity. Offensively, he's a powerful and efficient finisher around the rim with flashes of passing vision that suggest potential as a short-roll playmaker. The next step in his development is establishing a reliable jump shot, an addition that could elevate him from a glue guy role to a legitimate two-way impact player at the NBA level. Joan Berringer, 2025 NBA Draft Scouting Report. Joan Berringer, 6 feet 11 inches, 235 pounds, 7 feet 4.5, wingspan, 9 feet 3 inches standing reach. TS percent 61.5, is a strong candidate for a high selection in the 2025 NBA Draft. The San Antonio Spurs, who hold the 14th pick, are exploring several options, ranging from acquiring a veteran for immediate impact to bolstering their frontcourt. A potential pairing of Berringer with Victor Wembanyama, possibly shifting Wembanyama to power forward, would offer a formidable, defense-oriented frontcourt with elite rim protection. After completing his season in Slovenia and participating in the NBA Draft Combine, Berringer measured over 7 feet tall, gaining 1.5 inches since last year. His physical tools are impressive and comparable to those of Jaren Jackson Jr. and Miles Turner at similar stages. 235 pounds, a 7 feet 4.5 wingspan, and a 9 feet 3 inches standing reach. Regarded as one of the top shot blockers in this draft class, Berringer has steadily risen into lottery consideration since January, thanks to his consistent production and defensive impact. Despite only playing organized basketball for 3 years, Berringer's natural feel for the game stands out. He combines elite size with surprising mobility, exhibiting the lateral quickness of a guard, which makes him a highly versatile defender with significant long-term upside. Igor Demin, 2025 NBA Draft Scouting Report. Igor Demin, 6 feet 9 1/4, 199 pounds, 6 feet 10 1/4, wingspan, 8 feet 9 1/2, standing reach. TS percent 51.3, is projected to be selected in the late first round of the 2025 NBA Draft. With the Atlanta Hawks holding the 13th and 22nd picks, rival teams believe they are targeting both a big man and a guard, though the order may depend on how the draft unfolds. Demin's playmaking ability and positional versatility make him a compelling option, particularly if frontcourt prospects like Hassan Essingay, Joan Berringer, or Asa Newell are also in consideration at those slots. Demin has participated in several pre-draft workouts, drawing interest from teams across the board, including some picking in the top 10. However, there is also a real possibility he could fall outside the lottery. His blend of size and passing vision is rare for a perimeter-oriented player, giving him the potential to contribute in multiple offensive roles. Still, the consistency of his jumper, an area where he showed notable progress at recent showcases, will be a critical factor in his long-term development. What sets Demon apart is his unique combination of height and elite passing instincts. That said, questions remain about his ability to generate offense in isolation and shoot effectively against NBA-level length. These concerns contribute to his classification as a high-variance prospect, with outcomes ranging from impactful secondary creator to a fringe rotational piece if the shot doesn't come around. Derek Queen, 2025 NBA Draft Profile. Derek Queen, 6 feet 9 1/4, 247 pounds, 7 feet 0 1/2, wingspan, 9 feet 1 1/2, standing reach. TS percent 60.0, is projected to be a lottery pick in the 2025 NBA Draft. The Chicago Bulls, seeking a long-term solution at center with Nikola Vucevic turning 35 and potentially on the trade market, are reportedly evaluating Queen alongside Joan Berringer and Thomas Sorber for the 12th overall pick. Queen is widely considered the most offensively polished center in this class. A skilled pick-and-roll operator with the ability to create his own shot, he combines footwork, finesse, and a diverse scoring package. He also displays advanced passing vision for a big man, regularly initiating offense from the high post. However, there are notable concerns. Queen's conditioning remains a point of scrutiny, and his defensive effort fluctuates from possession to possession. Additionally, his limited three-point range has drawn mixed reviews in early pre-draft workouts. Still, Queen's blend of strength, touch, and creativity, underscored by his memorable game-winning shot in the Sweet 16, makes him a compelling prospect. While extending his range would elevate his offensive ceiling, his interior scoring, rebounding, and playmaking already give him the foundation to become a high-impact NBA center. Carter Bryant, 2025 NBA Draft Scouting Report. Carter Bryant, 6 feet 6 1/2, 214 pounds, 6 feet 11 3/4, wingspan, 8 feet 10 inches standing reach. TS percent 59.9, is projected to be selected in the mid-lottery of the 2025 NBA Draft. The Phoenix Suns currently hold his draft rights, having acquired them in a trade with the Houston Rockets. Bryant has drawn positive evaluations from scouts, with most projecting him to be selected between picks 9 and 15. Teams are particularly intrigued by his combination of size, length, and skill at the forward position, especially his shooting potential, defensive versatility, and secondary playmaking. However, his freshman season at Arizona was marked by inconsistency, as he averaged just 6.5 points per game in a bench role. Concerns remain regarding his ability to create his own shot against NBA-caliber defenders. Defensively, Bryant profiles as a switchable and impactful presence, capable of guarding multiple positions due to his length, lateral mobility, and awareness. Offensively, he remains a work in progress. While he has shown flashes as a cutter and transition finisher, he will need to make significant strides in his shot creation and perimeter shooting to earn consistent minutes in an NBA rotation. Overall, Bryant is a high-upside wing prospect with a strong physical profile and two-way potential. His development trajectory will hinge on refining his offensive game and asserting himself more consistently at the professional level. Noah Essingay, 2025 NBA Draft Profile. Noah Essingay, TS percent 61.1, is projected to be selected in the mid-lottery range of the 2025 NBA Draft. His pre-draft process has been complicated by his ongoing participation in the German Basketball Bundesliga (BBL) finals with Ulm, facing off against Bayern Munich. The series, which began Monday, could extend through draft week, potentially preventing Essingay and teammate Ben Serif from attending private workouts in the U.S. Despite the scheduling conflict, recent measurements have only strengthened Essingay's stock. The 18-year-old stands 6 feet 10 inches barefoot with a nearly 7 feet 1 inch wingspan, underscoring his high-ceiling physical profile. The Toronto Raptors, who hold the number 9 pick, are among the teams showing interest in frontcourt talent, including Essingay and prospects like Kaman Maluak, whose draft position remains fluid. Toronto is also reportedly exploring trade-down scenarios to acquire multiple assets for the upcoming season. Essingay's appeal lies in his blend of size, mobility, and two-way potential. A skilled forward, he possesses excellent ball handling for his position, creative scoring instincts, and notable defensive versatility. His long-term NBA outlook will largely depend on his jump shot development. If it plateaus, he'll need to anchor himself as a high-impact defender to secure a rotation role. Common Maluak, 2025 NBA Draft Scouting Report. Common Maluak, 7 feet 0 3/4, 252 pounds, 7 feet 6 3/4, wingspan, 9 feet 6 inches standing reach. TS percent 74.7, is projected to be a top 10 pick in the 2025 NBA Draft. A freshman out of Duke, Maluak has impressed during competitive pre-draft workouts, showing notable improvement in both skill and physical conditioning against other top center prospects. He also received a clean bill of health from NBA physicians, an encouraging sign given his size and history of minor injuries during the college season. The Brooklyn Nets, selecting 8th overall, may be positioned to take advantage of what many evaluators consider a drop-off in talent after the top tier. Maluak, along with prospects like Jeremy Fears Jr. and Connor Knueppel, is firmly in play for the Nets, who are expected to take the best available player. Still just 18 years old, he turns 19 on September 14. Maluak is among the youngest players in the draft. His youth, combined with elite physical tools and a tireless work ethic, gives him significant developmental upside. Coaches and teammates frequently commend his intensity and professionalism. Defensively, Maluak stands out as a game-changing rim protector, using his length and timing to alter shots at the rim while also showing the lateral mobility to switch and contain perimeter players. Offensively, he thrives in transition and as a lob threat, cutter, and rollman. His finishing ability and vertical gravity make him an immediate fit in modern NBA offenses. However, his offensive skill set remains raw. He needs refinement in screening technique, touch around the basket, shooting consistency, and overall shot creation. These limitations are understandable. Maluak only began playing basketball at age 13, yet his rapid development suggests there's still considerable untapped potential. Teams like the Washington Wizards, number 6, and New Orleans Pelicans, number 7, both seeking long-term solutions at center, are also strong candidates to consider Maluak, given his two-way upside and high ceiling. Jeremiah Fears, 2025 NBA Draft Profile. Jeremiah Fears, 6 feet 2 1/2, 179 pounds, 6 feet 5 1/4, wingspan, 8 feet 2 1/2, standing reach. TS percent 57.0, is projected to be a lottery pick in the 2025 NBA Draft. His strong finish to the season at the University of Oklahoma has drawn increased attention from NBA teams, even as he remains a work in progress in certain areas of his game. Rival front offices view the New Orleans Pelicans and Brooklyn Nets as the most likely landing spots, with the Utah Jazz, holding the 5th overall pick, seen as his highest possible selection. The Pelicans are considered Fears' most likely floor in the draft, given their long-standing need for a starting-caliber point guard. With the 5th pick, New Orleans is well-positioned to select one of Fears, Trey Johnson, Tyler Kolek, or Jared McCain, all of whom could be available depending on the top 4 outcomes. That said, the Pelicans' draft strategy remains somewhat opaque to rival executives. Fears is a dynamic lead guard known for his speed, aggressive play style, and ability to hit big shots in high-pressure moments. As one of the youngest freshmen in college basketball, he showed occasional inconsistency in shot selection and passing decisions. However, his elite ball handling, creativity in the half-court, and natural scoring instincts suggest a high ceiling with continued development. Arias, Ace. Bailey, 2025 NBA Draft Scouting Report. Arias, Ace. Bailey, 6 feet 7 1/2, 202 pounds, 7 feet 0 1/2, wingspan, 8 feet 11 inches standing reach. TS percent 54.0, is a projected lottery pick in the 2025 NBA Draft. A freshman with elite scoring upside, Bailey has taken an unconventional pre-draft path. He has yet to participate in any publicly confirmed workouts and has reportedly declined multiple invitations from teams within his expected draft range. Sources indicate Bailey's camp views him as a top 3 talent and is focused on securing a landing spot that ensures substantial playing time. This suggests a strategic gamble. They may be anticipating a team outside the top 3 trading up to select him, or trusting that a desirable team in the 4 to 7 range will make a firm commitment. There is growing speculation that Bailey has received a promise from a team outside the top 5, one that offers both development support and immediate opportunity. He is scheduled to work out with the Philadelphia 76ers later this week, but beyond that, his workout schedule remains unclear. Should Philadelphia pass, Bailey could slip to the 6th or 7th pick, where both the Washington Wizards and New Orleans Pelicans, each reportedly high on the 18-year-old, could offer the playing time and usage he seeks. Bailey is a dynamic shot maker who can convert difficult looks from all areas of the floor with remarkable confidence. His scoring instincts and shooting range are already at an advanced level. However, to fulfill his star potential, he'll need to improve his shooting consistency, refine his self-creation ability, and commit to developing as a defender. Trey Johnson, 2025 NBA Draft Scouting Report. Trey Johnson, 6 feet 4 3/4, 190 pounds, 6 feet 10 1/4, wingspan, 8 feet 5 inches standing reach. TS percent 56.1, a freshman, is projected to be a lottery pick in the 2025 NBA Draft. The Utah Jazz, now led by GM Austin Ainge, are navigating a critical phase in their rebuild. While some insiders believe the franchise may prefer to secure a high 2026 lottery pick, given that their 2025 first-rounder conveys to Oklahoma City unless it lands in the top 8, the team has publicly distanced itself from a tanking strategy. This opens the door for Utah to target the best available talent with the 5th overall pick. Although no perimeter player available at that spot is expected to be a franchise-altering addition from day one, Johnson's elite perimeter shooting and long-term scoring upside make him one of the most enticing options. By contrast, Ace Bailey, projected to be available at this range, has shown little interest in joining the Jazz and is viewed by many teams as a higher-risk prospect. Jeremiah Fears and Knueppel may also receive strong consideration if they're still on the board. Johnson thrives as a clutch shot maker, capable of converting tough jumpers off the dribble, including step-backs and off-screen looks. Still, he needs to improve his decision-making, refine his playmaking, and elevate his defensive impact to maximize his value at the next level. Knueppel, 2025 NBA Draft Profile. Knueppel, 6 feet 5 inches, 219 pounds, 6 feet 6 1/4, wingspan, 8 feet 5 1/2, standing reach. TS percent 64.8. Is drawing significant interest from NBA teams in the mid-lottery range of the 2025 NBA Draft. A highly efficient and intelligent wing, Knueppel stands out for his elite movement shooting, advanced feel for the game, and favorable analytics profile, traits that many front offices prioritize in modern draft models. Evaluators highlight his unselfishness, physical strength, and toughness, as well as his high defensive IQ. He consistently makes the right reads on both ends of the floor and is viewed as an ideal complementary piece alongside ball-dominant creators like LaMelo Ball or Brandon Miller. His mature game and plug-and-play skillset suggest a seamless NBA transition. The Charlotte Hornets and Utah Jazz are among the teams reportedly considering Knueppel, with projections placing him no lower than the 8th overall pick. His potential value over the length of his rookie-scale contract, combined with immediate impact upside, could also make him an attractive asset for playoff-caliber teams seeking floor spacing and smart decision-making on the wing. More than just a shooter, Knueppel adds value as a secondary playmaker in the pick and roll and boasts a crafty mid-range game. His ability to score through contact and his polished offensive footwork are additional strengths. However, improving his average athleticism, particularly lateral quickness and burst, will be crucial to unlocking his ceiling as a two-way difference maker at the NBA level. VJ Edgecombe, 2025 NBA Draft Scouting Report. VJ Edgecombe, 6 feet 4 inches, 193 pounds, 6 feet 7 1/2, wingspan, 8 feet 5 1/2, standing reach. TS percent 56.1, has emerged as a potential top 5 selection in the 2025 NBA Draft, surpassing Ace Bailey on several teams' boards following a strong pre-draft showing in Philadelphia. League sources indicate Edgecombe made a strong impression during private workouts and meetings with the 76ers front office and ownership, positioning himself as a leading candidate for their top selection. In contrast, Bailey's draft stock has slipped slightly due to his decision to forego early team visits, reportedly over concerns about unclear developmental roles. Still, a scheduled workout in Philadelphia later this week could shift the dynamic and rekindle interest. Edgecombe's NBA draft combine performance in Chicago drew mixed reviews. While his athletic tools were on full display, some teams questioned his preparedness and mental focus during drills and interviews. Similarly, internal evaluations of Bailey have been polarizing. Teams cite questions about his basketball IQ and overall polish, resulting in a wider than expected range of projected draft outcomes. From a team fit perspective, Edgecombe's explosive athleticism and two-way motor could significantly elevate Philadelphia's roster. Flanked by three-point threats like Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, Quentin Grimes, and Paul George, Edgecombe's slashing and transition play could provide immediate value, especially if the team commits to nurturing his secondary playmaking potential. Should the 76ers pass, Edgecombe remains widely projected to go no lower than 4th overall to the Charlotte Hornets. Additionally, his pre-draft workout with the Washington Wizards has fueled speculation about a potential trade-up scenario, possibly into the top 3. Edgecombe profiles as a dynamic, high-energy wing with elite athleticism, known for his highlight reel dunks, chase-down blocks, and willingness to compete on both ends. He already offers a reliable spot-up jumper and fearless rim attacks, but continued improvement in ball handling and shot creation will be key to unlocking his upside as a primary offensive option at the NBA level. Dylan Harper, 2025 NBA Draft Scouting Report. Dylan Harper, 6 feet 4.5, 213 pounds, 6 feet 10.5, wingspan, 8 feet 6 inches standing reach. TS percent 59.3, is widely considered the second best prospect in the 2025 NBA Draft. Most evaluators rank him just behind the consensus number 1, and his overall talent level appears to outweigh any concerns the San Antonio Spurs may have about his fit alongside De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle, particularly given their current lack of perimeter shooting. Despite trade inquiries from rival teams, the Spurs are reportedly unwilling to part with the number 2 pick. San Antonio appears committed to selecting Harper, confident that his talent is too valuable to pass up, and that any fit or spacing concerns can be resolved later. Harper is a physically imposing, left-handed combo guard who thrives as a primary creator. His blend of size, shot creation, playmaking vision, finishing craft, and scoring instincts makes him one of the few prospects in this class with true offensive engine upside. His strong frame and controlled tempo suggest he'll be well equipped to handle the rigors of playoff basketball. The son of 5-time NBA champion Ron Harper, Dylan inherits not only elite pedigree but also the poise and feel for the game that defined his father's early career, when Ron averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Like his father, Dylan has a high floor and demonstrates. Cooper Flagg, 2025 NBA Draft Profile. Cooper Flagg, 6 feet 7 3/4, 221 pounds, 7 feet 0 inches wingspan, 8 feet 10.5, standing reach. TS percent 60.0. A freshman, is the projected number 1 overall pick in the 2025 NBA Draft. His scheduled visit with the Dallas Mavericks on Tuesday is viewed as a formality, as the team is widely expected to select him on June 25. Thanks to a favorable lottery outcome, Flagg is set to join a playoff-caliber roster, an ideal environment for a top pick, as Dallas looks to contend while Kyrie Irving recovers from an ACL injury. Flagg arrives in the NBA with a remarkably complete skill set and the mental toughness to handle the expectations of becoming the future face of the Mavericks, potentially succeeding Luka Doncic in that role. His development as a primary playmaker will be one of the most intriguing storylines of the 2025-26 season. An elite two-way forward, Flagg plays with relentless energy, showcases advanced passing vision, and owns a dependable perimeter shot. He's widely regarded as the best offensive and defensive prospect in this class, making him arguably the safest number 1 pick in recent memory. How far he evolves as a self-creator will determine whether he merely becomes an all-star or ascends to a Hall of Fame trajectory.